some, it may be the legacy of fame or the luxury of fortune. But for many, if not most artists, I think they create because they have to. In the absence of creative endeavors, some broken part of their subconscious wells up and presses against other functions of the mind, disrupting them. This quickly becomes a curse as the desperate rattle of a painting or novel or album drowns out all other thoughts. Days or weeks are lost while plumbing the depths and branching ideas of possibilities. The torturous frustration as the clumsy body fails to recreate into reality the immaculate vision of the mind. But the highs, oh those highs, when art flows and you are a conduit for lightning, when knowledge, skills, and training finally align into a perfect focus, turning random, diffuse light into a hot, fast laser beam. This is the feeling of immortality, the feeling that seems to justify this brief, fragile existence. So open that release valve, just a little bit, and let the demons play for a while.
Oh.
Because I've...
Oh, surprise Nymphy.
Oh! Hi, Nymphy.
Hi.
Hi, Nymphy.
Long time no see.
Hello.
I get to stream sometimes. I know
I'm in
it's
flow
Friday.
stream.
Yes, you will be in my stream.
Oh, exciting.
I'm just currently setting up my stuff for Describe and Draw.
Yippee.
And hello, everyone. Good morning, Partridge, Tangent, Watch Dragon, Iki, Ruru, Reynard. Who was streaming, by the way? You should go take a look.
Renard
Good-
is a dear and cherished member of the community. Please check out Renard.
Yeah.
Mm.
Morning, Tangent. Morning, Loopy Kurt. Nitronoxus. Yeah. Ah. Morning, Sigil. Henne. Watcher Dragon. So me talking might sound a bit off today. Honestly, for the next couple days because I had dental work done. And I'm still recovering from that. But we're gonna be doing some describe and draws. Wow, talking is going to be a challenge.
Yes.
Did it all go well? I'm not sure yet. I had 2 teeth extracted and a filling, and I think the filling might be a bit too high. But I go back on Thursday, so got like most of a week left to deal with this.
I'll have
Okay.
mine up. Oh, sorry.
Can I minor wine?
What's up?
To actually properly fix my teeth, because the bones are messed up just from, I guess, genetics or whatever, is just going to be stupidly difficult and stupidly expensive, like thousands of dollars, which sucks. Like they called in a second dentist. Is like, do you have any better ideas? And they're just like, no. I'm just like, cool, that's something to save up for. Someday. This is what I get. Should have taken better care of my teeth. No. Did my best with the mental health I was in. But also, the fact that I learned that the fact those teeth broke in half wasn't just because I was bad at brushing, but because of the jaw issue. Putting extra pressure on them. Which is why the same tooth broke on both sides. So I was doomed from the start. It actually makes sense when I think about the fact that when I had braces as a kid, they actually had to do the thing to widen my upper jaw a bunch. Which tracks with the fact that it's 2 of my upper teeth that broke. Yay, dental stuff. But it's okay. I am making progress on it. I will slowly but surely get it addressed. I'm making sure that I brush regularly.
Good.
And just right now, my mouth's in a bit of rough condition and has a bunch of stitching inside of it.
The stitch stir.
Hey, Vix. So yeah, that's why if my talking sounds off today, that's why. And hi, Diane. Maybe someday I'll get something to fix Maybe someday I'll be able to get some like Invisaligns or something. Why is Zafri covered in stickies? Because the Law Sphinx and the Fey Cat were having a debate, and Law Sphinx just put sticky notes all over Zafri with points to argue Void's case. Bites very softly. Yes, bite softly. Protect teeth. Morning, Ruru.
Oh, hey, Steph.
Yeah?
I made your announcement for you.
Oh, thank you.
I helped.
I'm good at this stuff, I swear. That's a lie.
Stares at you.
I don't swear very often. Okay. Oh no. I do swear occasionally. I tend to say that.
I've been trying so hard to purge swearing out of my dialect, honestly. Because I want to look like a good bean at my job.
It's not that Sierra and Nymphy are unusually large, it's that Flo is unusually small.
Yeah,
Flo has to be made smaller.
it's because Therapy was big. Alright, advertising is done. I've got that on my stream. I've got the game capturing. I've got the game sound capturing. And I've got a reference picture. I might actually be set. I just gotta wait 50 seconds for ads.
E. But yeah, when it comes to swearing, I don't swear often. So when I do swear in front of like someone from the library or something, there's been cases where it completely flabbergasted them. And it's like, I'm an adult, I'm allowed to swear. Sorry, I'm just remembering that one time where someone was so surprised. I was like, yeah, I could do that. And I could say, and then proceeded to drop like 3 or 4 curse words in a row. I do try not to do it on stream, though. Let's see, what was it? September? Describe and draw.
Right, it's been a hot minute since we've been able to do this.
Well, I just use the same file. We started in September, so.
No, that makes sense. I'm gonna deafen for a second so I can do greetings to my end. And
Oh,
are you ready
neat.
to start up?
As ready as I'll ever be. Let me take a drink real quick.
That's...
Although it only really works once, correct. It's just that... Oh, come on, talk. Mouth, please work. Oh god, I'm back to the days before they... So when I was younger, I couldn't talk properly. I had a bunch of speech therapy, then they ended up needing to do surgery. I can't believe I'm back to those days. But yeah, I tend to save swears for when they're most important. It avoids them losing their impact. Like, if someone drops the F-bomb every other sentence, it's not impactful when they say it. If you see someone that you've never heard them say it, just firmly and adamantly use it in a sentence, it has a lot more of an impact.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry, whenever I say hello like that, I just think of the Ninjask from Dogs in Love. Hello. I love Dogs in Love. Alright. I've got my reference up. Do you got your page up?
Yes, but I don't have my tablet up.
Oh. You know, fair enough. I'll pour myself some of the tea that I have brewing
All right.
beside me.
My tablet was still sitting in the, like, in the resting position.
You know, maybe I should have strained this tea because drinking whole cloves is not on my list of fun things.
Oh.
Raunchy.
But you can't keep doing this to yourself. She's moved on. Meanwhile, you're out there walking the streets tonight. Alone.
Nymphy, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to watch with the stream delay.
No worries. I'm just here to vibe.
If you want to know the game I'm up to, I guess I can stream that without affecting anything.
Yee.
It's fine. Is it gonna be taxing on your system though?
No, I've got a super beefy little laptop.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god. Thank you for the sub, Iki. I appreciate all the support and thank you all for the hype train.
Go participate in someone's hype train.
Oh my god.
Go throw money at my sister.
Oh my god.
Go let my sister treat Pup's self.
All the support is extremely appreciated, actually.
In fact,
Oh my god. Thank you for
If-
the
if-
follow.
if you
Thank
want to
you.
treat the pup yourself, here's Pup's throne.
Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, Nitronox, for the follow and welcome into the Dogbed Dungeon. Everything here is fine. There's nothing that's gonna go wrong here today. And thank you, Tangent, for the biddies. And thank you, Espresso, for the gift sub to Diane. Man, my speech is not working today, sis.
Hi, sis.
Hi, sis. Oh my god, thank you for the bits, Ninvi.
I can't go donate because that would show me who's on a Pup stream, so
Haha, I'm using this so that Rhea can't throw money at me. Yes, you can send the insane visual glitch. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the gift sub to Renard Sassy Tassy. Renard, make sure to say thank you.
excuse me while I do a thing.
No, what thing are you doing? Oh god, that is... Oh. Sis, I'm sending you the visual bug that just showed up on my stream for Diane.
Oh. Huh.
That's a spicy one.
Alright, I have proven my sister wrong.
Thank you, Ninfi. Wait, what do you mean you've proven me wrong?
Nothing.
I'm staring at you.
Yes, you are. That's where I have your PNG tuber positioned.
Understandable, this dog has been hired to stare at you. What am I being paid in? Head pats. I usually like head pats. Oh my god. Thank you for donating to that, sis. Honestly, I want that so badly. They're so cool. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the gift sub, Watcher. Runery, make sure to say thank you to Watcher. Ah. Wiggle. None of you can see it, but I'm wiggling the little window I have popped up so I can look at the describe and draw person's reference sheet.
Why is this brush acting like this today? Oh no. Don't tell me that, Oh, that's not ideal. Alright, we're restarting the art software.
Uh-oh.
Thank you all for so much support, though. It means the world to me, and it's helping me get supplies for my new job. So thank you. Sorry, I just took a whole clove in my mouth.
A clove of what?
No, like clove, the spice.
I also blame Runery. What am I blaming Runery for? I don't know.
I'm
Bean, go
googling
bean.
that. Clove. Aromatic flower buds. Oh,
Hmm?
I've never seen a clove in my life before.
They're very potent. They're one of those old-timey spices that like several wars were fought over. Also, everybody, let me know if my stream is a little too loud on the game front, because I've never done the audio balancing for this game.
Alright, I am ready when you are.
Alright, you ready?
Nope, but here we go.
Yay! Second, is there any species written on this character? Nope. Oh, there it is!
I just pestered Runery in a game the other week, or the other day. Just spent hours just pestering them.
I mean, that's what I do to you sometimes.
Oh, that's true.
Alright, so. Ambiguous anthropomorphic build. Leaning slightly towards mask, but more on the ambiguous side, which, you know, you can't see it, but I'm doing like the little chef's kiss hand.
Okay.
Fluffy foxy tail. Normal sized paws instead of feet, and hands instead of paws. Paw feet, or as we in the business call them, peats.
What business
know
is
when
that?
The business of being family.
Oh, understood.
Let me know when you're ready for more.
Alright.
Alright, we have... Let me make sure that's consistent. A longer, pointed snoot. With some little whiskers. We do respect the whiskers in this chat.
But right now is hardly the time to go sinking a lot of money.
Okay.
Right now isn't what we're building for.
We have... tall, pointed ears with some inner ear fluff.
Jackal vibes.
Good
Go ahead.
vibe, honestly.
Right now.
And for the hair, other than a little bit kind of drooping out of the front of it, it's all tied back into what looks like either a ponytail or a braid.
How long?
The bottom is down to like between the shoulder blades.
Okay. You know, I'm hoping I'm lucky enough that no one put one of my own characters in here. I know people did that to Zaihi and Daku.
Chat has been pestering me to secretly slip in your characters.
Oh my god.
But I will say, I know we need to get through this, and we've both been quite busy, so I'm not doing that.
Alright, go ahead.
So much happened. I don't see any specific details for the hands, but it looks like the hind paws consistently have little claws. And I think that's all the details I have
Okay.
until we get to color. Actually, let me message this person about something to see whether or not something is an important detail to mention. Oh my god, that's a little balloon dog emote.
It's on topic.
It is. Alright, there's one potential detail. I'm gonna whisper this person to make sure they can see it.
Okay.
But it's one of those.
Just remember,
I
if they're on
want-
mobile, that might be a bit more difficult for them to find.
Fair. Any method of them getting a hold of me is good. I need to make sure whether or not. I don't know. I try and always be careful about the level of detail I give you because I feel like part of the fun is you potentially getting it wrong and stuff. So I like buyer's discretion, I guess I'll call it.
Yee.
Okay. So, this detail will be mentioned. I'm just getting a couple of specifics. There is a notable scar that goes from, let's say, eye level on the, I think it's the right cheek, down to about halfway down the character's, what's that called? Right upper arm, including the rib cage. So it's like that whole section.
Okay, is the character wearing clothes?
I do not see any notable clothing on the character.
Okay. How much cheek fluff do they have?
Hmm?
Short-haired, long-haired, like cheek fluff, kind of.
There's a bit of cheek fluff, like medium length cheek fluff, but only on the left cheek since the right cheek has the scarring.
Ooh. Oh, I'm pretty sure I've seen this character, but don't know them super well.
Fair.
So I wouldn't be able to, like, call out whose it was or a bunch of details about them. Wait. Nope. I thought I for a moment it clicked in my brain, but no thoughts, head empty.
No thoughts, head empty.
Lose the teeth, lose the thoughts.
Imagine having thoughts.
I can't.
Same. Alright, I think that's all I got. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay. At this point, it's just a matter of me drawing it,
Yep.
which is the scariest part.
Right?
I can't believe people trust me with their characters.
God, same. Especially with the knowledge that I'm colorblind. Dick.
Hey, Jackos.
Ow.
Nymphy's just silently here watching both sides, being like, ah, yes, I can see everything that is being done correct and or wrong.
Can I
Honestly, I'm
say-
not paying attention much.
Proud of you, honestly.
It's late. It's understandable.
It is. I'm
Mm.
so happy to see you, though, Ninfy. It's always a treat.
Me too.
Yeah.
I wondered
Very-
when one of these days someone would hop onto one of these that wasn't me or Flo during one of the describe and draws. What were you saying though?
I don't know. I just cherish Ninfy as a friend.
Same.
Huh.
Nymphy treats me very well.
plan.
And I appreciate it.
Same.
I also just
Can I
enjoy
s-
being around Nymphy.
Same. It's a treat, honestly.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say though?
Oh, come on, Brain, you work occasionally. I'm so
That's-
glad I came to the conclusion that I need to do people for Describe and Draw who are available, so if I can tell whether or not something is extremely important by just asking.
My brain, or I think I have the name for the person, but I can't remember the character super well.
Fair.
I think I have drawn them once or twice.
I don't know. Give me your legs.
Wait, what? Give me your legs?
Oh, I'm stealing legs.
Which game are you playing again?
Don't starve.
Oh, that's right. That makes more sense. I was
I am
just
not-
like, what are we doing giving Regs legs?
I was gonna say, I just realized you typically see me play either Sunshine Heavy or what's it called? Cobalt Core during these. So I was like, oh no. That would seem real bad if someone's like, hey, I'd like a ship, and I was like, I'm yoinking your legs.
Well, to be fair, I don't normally see you do anything because I'm not allowed to watch your stream while we do these.
True though. Can
I
I
don't-
say
Go ahead.
it's just some people send such good characters.
Yeah. I mean,
I just
people
like
have
seeing
very
people's
good characters.
Right. Hi, Laser.
Hi, Laser.
Oh my god!
Hmm.
Man, this ship sure cost an arm and a leg, they say, as I take their leg.
Yeah, go down the hall. The person on the couch will take the arm.
I still love that anytime Ren is, like, there, he just brings his cats. Like, as a default.
Which one's Ren again?
The one who got the cute horn on the
Oh,
truck.
yeah. Is he, the scrapyard one or the tour bus one?
Scrapyard one. Meekins is the tour bus one.
There's gonna be some people who have no idea what we're talking about.
That's okay.
And those people should at least look up the game. Sunshine Heavy Industries, I think it's called.
Yes, oh my god. Highly recommend to almost anybody. If you want a relaxing puzzle game, where you don't feel a ton of stress and pressure, highly recommend Sunshine Heavy.
If you want a puzzle game where you can be like me and just like, yeah, here's what you're supposed to build. Here's what I'm actually gonna build, but still technically meet the criteria. It's a good game for that too.
Oh, it's so good for that. I love technically giving people what they want. But only technically.
What is
Plus-
going on with my internet?
Oh,
It's lagging a lot.
no. Plus in Sunshine Heavy Industries, you get to give someone a free oil change.
God, that's my favorite mission by such a long shot.
It's just, heck capitalism. Free oil change.
Free oil change. Hello, child.
You found the child.
I did. It's a sentient little mimic that's fuzzy and covered in legs, and he is my friend now.
Oh, Chester?
Yeah, I found Chester.
Yeah, I have played literally 2.5 hours of that game, and that was back in 2013. And that was the one thing I remember about that game is when I went through, I found Chester, and I thought it was an
love-
enemy until it started being like, here, I'll hold your stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is great.
Oh my god. Zaffy said, bless Chester. Blester?
That is the only thing about that game I really know, aside from the fact of like the I was able to at least recognize the deer clops. But I think there's probably a good chance that I stopped playing at the deer clops.
I can't imagine why. Hey, Chester. I'm so glad my character just barks at Chester. That's another good boy.
Is that what it said?
Yes.
Aw. But yeah, I didn't play Don't Starve Together. I played just the original. Because back in 20...
What was that?
I don't think Don't Starve Together was out in 2013.
That makes sense.
Can someone look up what year Don't Starve Together came out?
I got Don't Starve Together because I was playing with one of my old McDonald's coworkers that was like my best friend at the time.
Yeah.
And we had some good fun with it, but we had a falling out just because I don't understand non-neurodivergent people. I'm gonna be blunt.
Honestly, that's fair.
But yeah, we had a falling out. But I still had the game, so I've occasionally picked it up, but I can never seem to stick with it because I don't care for any of the base characters. And I just decided to look in the workshop to see what characters they were, and they were like, you can be a dog girl that's a failed experiment that escaped and is wandering this lonely hellscape, trying to find a family of their own that they can adopt and live with. And I was like, wow, that hits a little too close to home. I want to play as her.
Apparently, Don't Starve Together came out in 2016.
Which is longer. Was like the last time I played it.
Which is longer after the original than I thought. I thought it was just like a year or two. Or like within the same year or something.
Fair.
That explains it. So I remember when Don't Starve Together came out, I was really confused why I was seeing that game again. And it was like, yeah, it's the multiplayer thing. I was like, what? Could you not already play multiplayer? Not without mods. I was like, okay.
I'd love to see it sassy.
I'm pretty sure people were already modding the original to have multiplayer.
Can I say I love when companies see that like a community does that, and the thing they glean from that is, oh, you know, we should make that more possible.
It sounds like they also it's a different style of gameplay for Don't Starve Together, which is more than I originally thought.
Yeah. Apparently the like original one is far more story based and stuff, and I don't know, I actually quite enjoy that this is more free roam.
Don't Starve was a game your friends sunk into, you couldn't get into it, same. I tried it. Like I said, I've put a total of 2.5 hours into it in 2013 and haven't touched it since. Also, I am ready for colors.
Alrighty. Let me grab this reference. Do you want me to label, like, whether or not the sclera are different colors on characters?
Sure.
This one's like a whitish grayish sclera.
Okay.
Is that consistent? Yeah, that's consistent. We have dark, almost blackish. We have kind of a one second, let me change my monitor.
I forgot something.
Oh. What's up?
I forgot that the side of the character was supposed to be scarred up.
Do you want me to describe the area again?
Nah, I think you said it was from the eye down to the like the bicep area.
Right cheek all the way down to like the very bottom of the rib cage, including the right bicep. Let me know when you got that, and I will go back to color.
I don't know why I suddenly remembered it, but
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Oh boy, poop.
All right, we can go back to color now. So we
All
got
right,
the
you-
whitish light gray and dark gray.
A cream color. A similar kind of brownish color as like. Let me make sure I'm not going crazy with this. Almost like a similar color as like.
To be fair, I wanted to give it a shot. And back then it was like one of the only few games I had.
Yeah. So it's like the same kind of brownish color that's on your Sphinx for like the wings and stuff.
Okay.
And then kind of like.
Yeah.
I guess. I'm sorry for labeling it like this, but it's almost like a meaty red. It's one of the ones I can see. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, check. And then, like, a brunette color?
That's like brown.
Yeah.
All right.
And that is all I have for colors.
All right. I guess I have one question. You were
Yes.
mentioning the sclera. Were you giving me a specific color that is the sclera, or just that they are different than normal?
Oh, that was the specific sclera color. Oh, there's also a grayish blue.
Understood. I'm sure me asking about the eyes didn't remind you about that at all.
Luckily, I think I have the eyes covered.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna specify what any color is. I'm
I
devious
draw that on
like
the wrong layer. I did.
No!
It's okay. It was easy to fix.
Oh boy. Teeth! Chomper, so true. Oh, you got your eyes on an adopt love? You should show it to me.
Could I also see it?
Taps my paws together a little and looks at you with big pleading eyes.
I gotta use the. When it comes to adopts, I'm actually gonna be. It wasn't my original intent, but the Kigu stuff that I've been doing recently has actually been really good practice for like designing character fur patterns, because that's something I never do.
Fair.
And I realized something.
Yep.
Approaching it with a mindset that's like, oh yeah, this is a this like the approach of like a costume or something that's meant to be more decorative than like a natural fur pattern makes it easier for me to in my head like put those fancier colors and stuff in there, or like more interesting fur patterns and such.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes perfect sense. I'm torn because I love wild and zany fur patterns, but I also love simple ones.
I mean, I could do simple ones already.
Fair.
Hey, Cap.
A cap. Cap. Bap, 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 bap. It won't. I don't believe Rhea is streaming in a way that I'd even be able to see it.
Wait, what was the
Hey,
question?
Noodle. Tangent wanted to make sure that if they're gonna send me the adopt, it won't, like, spoil your stream or anything. Oh, that's so pretty, though. Let me tell you, there is some gender in that one right there. You know, that's so fair, Ninvi.
Oh, that one. Right and proper. Hey, Wolfer dude.
Perfect. So chat, as a fun fact, if you really rapidly activate things in this game, it goes faster. Let's get the pack to help.
This character has almost the same, like where that scar is almost the same spot Chris has fur going down the right side of their body.
Oh my, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
What game? Flo is playing Don't Starve Together.
Yeah. I'm just futzing around. Yay. No.
You can find Flo's side of the stream. Right there.
Whoa. Hello, Cascade.
Hi, Cascade.
I play it on rare occasion whenever, like, a workshop mod catches my eye, honestly. Oh, you want meat? Okay. Here. But let me give you food.
No.
But I gotta increase the pack.
Exception will be made.
Yeah, no, this game is absolutely unforgivingly brutal, and that's one of the reasons I play with mods. Also because then I can be a silly dog.
What was it else? Oh, that's what the last thing I need is. What color do I want to make these? I guess this color? Alright. Now I do believe I am ready.
Alrighty, I will send you the character file.
Let me send you the sketch. Or the drawing.
Yay! Let me make sure I have a slot open on my stream for hosting the drawing. Oh, that came out so cute, though.
Ooh, I was pretty close.
Yeah, no, you were pretty darn close. Do you recognize who it is?
I want to say Reynard, but I can't remember specifically. Yeah?
It's Renard.
Yay.
Let's pull open your stream so I can say hi to your chat. Hi, everyone. Yeah, no, you were pretty relatively close. I think I got all of them labeled. I can speak. Honestly, that's such a cute design you did. Renard, how did we do?
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
It's just thank you so much for 25 months of subscription.
I meant for it to say it's almost 20. I mean 12 months. Do you wanna keep going?
Yeah, I gotta use the restroom first though.
Alright, no worries. Has it been an hour? It's been 48 minutes. Chat, I'm gonna take my hourly 5-minute break now and use this time to kind of load up the next stuff for Describe and Draw. I'll be back.
Same.
Flames spread along the ground, catching fire to everything. Far as you could see, there was smoke.
Ash or ash.
Oh, I should probably send this out to. I should probably send this out to Renard. Oh, that ref sheet had to have more than one pose on it, I'm guessing. Of Reynard. Like, did the entire ref have more than one, like, reference to the character on it? Or was that the full image that you sent me? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was just looking at it. It's just like, you mentioned Sclera, but that picture has the eyes closed, so I assumed there was another image that you had been looking at. Okay. So, I did get the eyes correct, at least. Come on. There we go. Sorry, go ahead. E. Yeah, I'm just sending this out to Reynard real quick. Alright. I was just saying, alright. Let me turn on my sketch layer. And then you are free to throw more words at me as soon as I do this. Alright. Our club back on. Hi, Plan Watches. Hi, Checkos. You think Flo's muted? Oh. So they were.
Crying and weeping right now.
Because I turned you off with the BRB screen. I forgot that that same toggle applies here.
See, I forgot. I was thinking while walking down the stairs, I should remind Sierra to unmute me. And then I got excited over the mini ice cream code and immediately forgot. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Slightly shorter build with, I guess, medium fluffiness. There's like a little bit of fluff defined on, say, the back of the back of the calf. You can see like a little fluff on the knee. Sometimes some on the elbows, kind of fluffiness.
Okay, so joint fluffiness.
Yes. Digity trade legs with paws, but they have paw hands.
So like hands that are like vaguely paw shaped.
Yeah, and they do have beans, but you can distinctively see each finger. It's one of the 3 fingers and a kind of thumb of sorts.
Okay.
Let me know when you got those. Because I know I just threw a ton of detail at you.
find their place under the sun. There's a song on the Sahara wind that lifts you to your feet again. The dance is on the clockwork stars that pulses through a beating heart.
Make sure I've closed out of your stream so I can't see anything.
All right.
Head shape is roundish and shorter muzzled, almost like a ferret-shaped head, if that makes sense. With a somewhat wider muzzle than normal. If you draw teeth, they have very pointed canines, and they have somewhat rounded but pointed tipped ears that are on the shorter side. And there is medium level cheek fluff.
Okay.
They
Hair,
have
tails. Sorry, go ahead.
They have the kind of hair that goes between the ears and then down over the face, drooping to the right side, but there's none that goes down the back of the head.
Okay.
They have, I think they're piercings. There's two kind of like stud-shaped circles under the left eye. And on the left ear, there is kind of a rectangular cuff on the edge of the ear and one that looks like a ring on the edge of the ear.
All right.
Hail is, I guess, somewhat shark-shaped, but like with kind of a nubbier, more fish-like tip than shark-like. So it's not super defined points.
Okay, could you repeat that? Because I realized who this is.
Long-ish fish-like tail. And I was saying the end is more fish-like than shark-like. And there is one back shark fin. And once you're done with those, I think that's all the details I have until, like, colors and stuff. I have been requested
What kind of nose
to
do they
mention-
have?
Ooh, that's actually a good one. I describe it as somewhat canine-like, but kind of wider, to match the wider muzzle. And I
Okay.
did mention the back fin, right?
You did not, but
Okay. I meant to say that there is a back fin, like, dead center of the shoulder blades.
Shoulder blades. Okay.
I'm unsure if that specificness is important, but, like, medical brain sees that position and I'm like, ah, yes. Who is the RGB Zoroark on the side? That is Ninfy, spelled N1NFY. Noodle, you specifically should check him out. Tons of PMD arts and streams, and I know that's right up your alley. Noodle is a longtime friend of mine who loves PMD and Pokemon. God, I think I've known Noodle like 7 years?
Wow.
So you never told me, like, whether this character is meant to lean mask or femme. I can make an assumption based off who I think it is, but... Or are they androgynous?
I'd say androgynous.
Okay, because if it's who I think it is, it's been a while since I've drawn them.
I have no idea whether or not you've drawn them or not.
I think I have, because I'm pretty sure this is the character this person was using before their current Sona. I could be completely wrong. And I don't remember the character well enough to just draw them from memory anyway.
No, that makes sense. My brain is boot looping.
To be fair, it'd
My
be
brain
long
is-
before you met me.
Fair. It's still wild, it's only almost been like 2 years. Time sure does fly when life is being a pain in the anus.
You remember what this background reminds you of? What does the background remind you of? Also, welcome in.
Well, come in.
I'm honestly surprised someone recognized me as a Zoroark with my Gremlin profile.
It's pretty defined.
Yeah, it looks like a Zoroark to me. Like, maybe the colors changing around might throw it off a bit, but... Speaking of Gremlin, so, Nymphy, did you see the, that Martin put in an entire Grem Gang attack into the Pokemon encounter? Of, like, all the gremlins? No, Nymphy shouldn't be muted because they run off the same. They run off the same thing. Neither of them should be muted now.
My brain is...
You there, Nymphy?
Yeah.
Did you hear my question?
You asked something?
I did.
I'm sorry.
I was asking if you had seen that Martin put in into the encounter basically all of the Grem gang or all the gremlins attacking at once.
Oh, I've seen that one, yeah.
I find it hilarious that, like, I understand why, and I love it. I find it hilarious Martin stuck with the whole, yeah, Dragon's like twice the size of most people.
I love it so much.
It is a detail that is canon to the character, but I don't expect most people to include unless I specifically ask for it. So seeing that she added it, I don't know, it made me happy.
Good.
You said the character has visible beans. They are also clearly hands.
You know, that's fair, Noodle. Noodle.
Noodle. We approve of noodles around here.
We do approve of noodles.
So is it like a Snick noodle, a Dratini noodle, Noodle Dragon,
Dratini.
Dratini? Okay.
I've known... So, I met Noodle through Levin, like, not too long after I met Levin, so I've known Noodle for, like, ages. Noodle is one of my fellow insane Monster Hunter Freedom Unite Gunlance users.
Ooh, nice. I wish I liked the hunting horn that they gave us in the beta a bit more. They gave us such a hunting horn with such a poor selection of songs to choose from.
Yeah.
Somebody just popped into my chat. Gunlance mentioned. Me too, friend. Me
I still
too.
need to. I still need to learn Gunlance better.
Oh my
That way
god.
I can main hunting horn and Gunlance. Definitely. Yeah, Very also said that in my chat. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite Gunlance mentioned.
Who said that?
Very? Vairry?
Oh, the person who responded in my chat was Renard for Gunlance mentioned.
Oh?
And yes, to Very, I actually, on rare occasion, will stream Monster Hunter Freedom Unite through my modified PS Vita. I'm a longtime player of Insanity.
C-Day has given her permission to do so.
Wiggle.
Who is C-Day? That's an excellent question.
I've been told not to say because C-Day has social anxiety.
C-Day does have social anxiety.
Poor C-Day. C-Day is doing their best.
C-Day is not used to people being able to see them. Or, like, being talked about and such. Shout out this streamer? Sure. Because this is my sister Flo Muffin.
Hello. I pop on this stream sometimes, and I'm actually also streaming right now. Granted, I am not playing Monster Hunter right now. I'm just futzing around and Don't Starve together. Thank you for the follow and welcome into the Dogbed Dungeon. Everything here is fine. I am not in mortal danger, and I definitely know how to play this game properly.
Sis, one of these
Feel free-
days... Sorry,
that?
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, feel free to pull up a dog bed and welcome into the Dogbed Dungeon. What were you saying?
Someday people in chat are going to realize why C-Day has that name. And I look forward to that.
I love the couple people that have figured it out and how they're just like the biggest sigh. You know, that's fair.
Also, the Zoroark, that is Nymphy,
Me.
who is a hunting horn main along with me.
Yee. And also occasionally streams Monster Hunter stuff.
But I don't think Freedom Unite, from what I know.
No.
Very kindly, with all of the love and care in my heart, Ninfy, don't play Freedom Unite Hunting Horn. It's not fun. The only way to find your notes in Freedom Unite is to go to your pause menu.
Oh gosh.
Like even the ones that you have queued up, or just the ones that you need to play in order to play the song?
The ones that you need in order to play the song, and they don't tell you what buttons correspond to it. They just have a little thing that tells you what notes are available, and you gotta figure it out.
Honestly, it's not that hard to figure it out.
Yeah, well, I have memory issues, so
They also don't tell you what songs it corresponds to in Infi.
Oh,
They just give you the notes.
oh, it doesn't tell you which songs they correspond to.
No.
So you can't. It doesn't ever tell you what the effects are. You just have to assume what the effects are.
No, it'll tell you what the effects are. But, like, if you queue up, you know, white, red, whatever the other color is, you have to know that that will activate a song. You'll see the effect when you play it, but you won't have anything let you know that you can play a song from that. And under the notes list, it will not tell you what combinations will start a song.
Ah,
It's bad. I love that game. It's bad. Oh yeah, also, it was like 3 times slower to play notes in that game than it was in World.
oh, I'm already complaining about the world.
Also, there's no encore.
I mean that wasn't added until Iceborne, right?
I don't remember. I didn't play Hunting Horn particularly often in
Oh.
For You and before.
Fair. I thought someone had told me that, but I could be I could have been
Oh my
misinformed.
god. Yeah, it's that. In Freedom Unite, you have to enter performance stance and play each note individually.
Can't wait till I get to play Freedom Unite.
Educational device.
I can't wait to play it with you and for you to go, "Sis, I love you. Can we never play that game again, please?" And I'll say, yes.
And once you are given the freedom
Oh, just you wait till I say, "Sis, I love you. Thank you for showing me this. This is terrible. I love it."
then you
Yeah, that sounds more like us.
experience. You go on to involve yourself in many other things.
Never have I played a game so much, both playing it and then quitting and reinstalling it, quite like Freedom Unite.
Hypnotic field. Once you
That's just
start,
part of the experience.
you can't stop. It's something you can't explain.
It is the game that invented my favorite monster.
To the question of, what is all this microcomputer and computer business going
The
to
scariest monster are the Gunlance users.
God, that's valid. It takes a special kind of insanity to be one of those.
I can't wait till I achieve that level of insanity.
Yay!
I want to learn to play Gunlance.
I can't say it's the most rewarding weapon. That's great sword, but it's definitely one of the most fun.
What do you mean rewarding weapons?
Who carry in themselves certain power and influence and emotion. And every time you
Like,
turn the
as in
sword
like
to one
satisfying to play, or?
you've dampened the glow.
Rewarding as in it feels like you put in a ton of work for a big payoff. I'd say Greatsword and Hammer are that in that game, whereas I'd say Gunlance is just fun, but slow. Also, for an Infi, IIRC, you know how in World/Iceborne you do an attack when starting to perform a song? Well, imagine a swing about that fast for one note, and songs are still 3 to 4 notes long. FU Gunlance is my favorite. Although it's the most unique Gunlance because it's the least shelling oriented of all the Gunlances. Which isn't a bad thing. It's notable. Hi,
Which one?
FU.
Ah,
Okay, I know that you're talking about the game, but every time I hear you just say "fu" without Monster Hunter in front of it, I think you're just saying like "fu," the shorthand for a certain phrase.
Does a little heart shape with my pauses. FU, chat. FU.
Oh no! All right. I think this is going to be where this stays. And 'tis time for colors.
Oh, color time. Okay, let me... Okay, so for colors, or actually, sclera first. Black sclera.
Okay.
For colors, we have cream,
Okay.
a really rich purple,
Can you share some of that?
right?
All right.
Hazard yellow,
So like neon yellow, I guess.
and kind of like a more saturated one, but yeah, like the yellow, like a slightly darker version of what you'd see on a hazard tape, for example. I know neither of us can visualize, so that's not particularly helpful. but
Correct.
I'm doing my best.
All right.
We have a light blue and kind of a... I guess a more saturated blue. It's not a ton darker, but it's definitely more saturated. So like kind of a sky blue and then a... I really want to give you a color example, but I know it's not correct. I really want to say blue like Diane's hat, but Diane's hat isn't blue, and I know the color I'm looking at here is blue.
I also can't remember what color Diane's hat is.
No, that's fair. I'm trying to think of something that I can cut.
I know it's green, but I can't pull up that image in my head.
Same. This one is blue, I can say. It's just, I can't see green, so sometimes I see two colors as one color. I guess kind of like a turquoise, like, not turquoise the color, but turquoise the gem, if that makes sense.
Oh, what is turquoise again? Is that a bluish green?
It's like really blue, but I don't know how to describe it other than like a muddier blue?
A muddier, okay.
I know that's like infinitely not helpful, but I'm taking a screen.
I got a color. I got a color.
I'm so sorry.
I recorded a color. This is what we're going with.
Okay, I took a picture of the color swatch for after, so you can see why I was struggling so hard to differentiate how to describe these. Because I can't say it's much darker. And then, I don't know how to describe this other than a kind of purple spaciness. I know that's not helpful, but I really don't know how else to describe that, and I'm so sorry. But once you have that, that is all of the colors. Murder time.
Just imagining a white furred familiar in a blue hat. I'm gonna laugh if I'm remembering wrong and Diane's hat isn't actually green, but I think it is.
I think it is. I'm just frustrated because two completely different colors can look the exact same to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Come on, spiders, I want to stab you in the butt.
Oh no!
Hey, Navy. It is green with a teal band, and the teal is probably slightly closer to blue than green. So you're saying it's both blue and green? So saying it's both blue and green is not entirely wrong.
Dreams. Crying cat emoji.
Weeping and sobbing and gnawing and clashing and
Weeping and wailing and biting and gnashing my teeth and blowing
Yeah.
the bubbles and setting myself on fire and detonating a small universe within my mind.
yeah, that.
Yeah, like that. This Glock is actually a fully automatic shotgun,
Frightening.
right? Somebody has to clean up the universe as you detonate. Looks at you with big wobbly eyes.
Skunk is teaching you bad habits.
I mean, are you surprised by that one?
God, no. Skunk is
Ow.
full of bad habits.
The bad habitster. Oh my god, message from Pandemos. I mean, not me. I'm Indulgence. Not Tidiness, but somebody. Oh god, family's coming.
Wait, what?
Anytime the hounds come after me, my character just says, "Oh no, family is coming."
Oh. Scary.
Have any wood on me? I do. Perfect. I made a friend.
Good.
Her name is Blue. Oh, hi, Theta.
Hey, Seda.
What a good pupper. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Permission to do a cursed Charlie the Unicorn voice.
If that is what you so desire to do, it is your stream as well.
Yay. Charlie, I love the pink Himalayan sea salt, Charlie.
I may have also forgotten what that voice sounded like, so immediate
Charlie,
regret.
no! The door!
Immediate regret.
Immediate regret. I love befriending random dogs.
Need to draw more Vidra? I'd love to see more Vidra.
Single message from my chat. Oh, with a bunch of dots.
Wait, what? Oh, from
Single
the voice?
message. Yes.
Okay, so
Corin
what
Wright.
brought that up, if I need to ask?
Someone said I love pink Himalayan sea salt, Charlie.
Oh.
Their response to me saying that is a blessing upon this earth. Yay. I did a good.
I'm not gonna say who I think this is. But I am gonna say I think that they have star patterns all over them. You do not need to confirm or nor deny this.
Oh, all I want to say is I just love star patterns.
Star patterns are good.
Me liking starry things as a trans person? Perish the thought.
I still can't believe I fell into that trope without even knowing about it. I fell into so many of the trans femme tropes without knowing about them.
I love that I thought I was different because I like ocean stuff. And then for some reason that became one of the popular trans things, and I was like, dang it. Oh,
Like, I don't even like
understandable.
space that much, but it was like right around the time that I was like, I just made my Sona very space themed. Like, I like space, but like Serby is the one that has like studied it and such, and has like a big heckin' massive telescope and whatnot.
I think that Serby is cool.
Serby is cool. Why would you set me up for such a that is such perfect setup for me to say such a self-deprecating comment, and I won't, but why would you set me up for that?
I set you up for that?
Yes?
But you're cool, though.
Yeah, but I don't have a telescope.
No, but you're still the coolest big sister ever.
Oh, good.
Oh boy, I love the funny machine. I love that they didn't know what to call it, so its name is literally the Dig-a-ma-jig, because it digs holes.
Transay, what are your thoughts on a career in marine biology? Wait, is that a trope? You had no idea? Wait, which one? Because, yeah, there's a couple trans femme tropes. Like, liking white monster, which are the only monsters I tend to enjoy. Wearing, like, the really
Baggy
long
clothes.
socks, which I already did. I didn't wear thigh highs, but I wore ones that went up to the knees, and always wore them as high up as I could, but they were like work boot socks, but I still count it. Space, what were some of the other ones?
Sour candy.
Sour candy. Oh god, I'm so guilty of that one. How do I feel about Fallout 76? I thought it was Fallout New Vegas.
It's just kind of Fallout in general.
I've never played any of the Fallout games.
Yes, Sierra has a blahage. Yes, that's my fault.
I was gonna say, that doesn't count because that was sent to me after.
You started to go, I think I might be questioning my gender identity, and I literally said, I'm mailing you a blahage. And then I did.
Uh-huh.
There's been a lot of cases where I've threatened to mail you something and then immediately did so.
Puppy Cat Girl, that's one I don't fall into.
No, but you do fall into punk, which is becoming more prevalent. Which, like, good though.
I feel like punk should fall into NB, which, you know, I also am, so.
No, I could see that being for NB, because the big thing about being punk is about not conforming.
E.
It is a gift of the highest order. Of course I was gonna send my sister a blahage.
I don't think we were even sisters at that point.
No, I was gonna say, we didn't know we were sisters yet.
Yeah, we didn't know we were sisters. Just like you can be trans without knowing you're trans. You can be sisters with someone without knowing.
Right.
Or you can be family with someone without knowing it yet.
I'm so happy you adopted me into your family, though.
E. I did not think that would actually happen.
No.
And I did not think I'd ever, like, it ever be to the point where I told my bio family about it.
I was so taken aback in the best way when you literally just told your mom, I have a sister now, and just brought me to meet her.
She was so excited to meet you. She kept asking me when I was going to bring you to like, when she was going to meet you.
I'm so glad she was excited to meet me.
And yes, she flubbed it up the entire time, but again.
Oh, it went so badly. Yes.
I've noticed in conversations with her, she gets everything right until she gets thrown off or stressed out, and then she starts slipping up.
Can I say something, sis?
Yeah.
is it possible she also has social anxiety and in those situations quietly panics but doesn't want to say anything?
Oh, it's not even just possible. It's confirmed that I have gotten a good chunk of my social anxiety from her.
Yeah.
Well, that's not confirmed, but it's confirmed that she has it.
And yeah, very. I was driving up to where my sister lives for some very specific circumstances. I wanted to help my sister out with some stuff that was going on. And I just went into the house and met my sister's mom. And she was just like, yep, this is my sister now. Except it was so much more than that. It still means so much that you did that, sis.
Hey, and Nitronox, yeah, take your, don't rush it. Take time, try to figure things out, feel it out, see how you feel about it. That is something that no one else can really answer for you, but I think you'll be able to figure it out. And what says this?
The most important thing to remember about gender and identity and stuff like that, it is okay to try something and for it to not work out. I know there's a lot of people that I've met that are worried, what if I try it and it turns out that's not who I am? Well, then it's not who you are. And that's okay.
Yeah, turns out I'm not a trans girl like I thought I was. I'm just trans femme, but very MB.
Yeah.
I'm femme-leaning
cool,
MB.
TBH.
Which what?
It's just cool. Eat this meat. Let me feed you.
And there is a difference between femme-leaning MB and non-binary girl. I know someone who is non-binary girl. I am not that. I am femme-leaning NB.
That person who is non-binary girl is so cool, though.
Agreed. Just doesn't really feel like a safe world to experiment in anymore. We'll get through this. We'll get through this together.
No, that makes sense, Very. And funnily enough, that's kind of the situation I was in with Rhea. So I do not have a traditional family and that kind of stuff anymore. And I just kind of ran with that my whole life and assumed I wouldn't. And I've had found family, I've had good found family, I've had bad found family, but none of it really stuck around. And then I met Rhea, and Rhea was kind of the first person to really understand me on a level that I don't really know how to explain to people. We translate the world around us in a very similar way, and we relate on a lot of things that a lot of other people wouldn't understand, and it led to us getting really close.
Oh no!
Snow, thank you so much for 25 months of subscription. How you doing today?
Hello. Okay, so I need Ashes. I'm gonna equip you.
Gosh, I want to make animation so bad.
Ooh, you should.
How?
Is it? Well, do you want to do
animate?
Do you want to do frame by frame like I do, or do you want to do kind of like vector shaped things like Junie does?
Oh, definitely frame by frame. I know how to animate. It's
okay.
just that I struggle with starting.
With what?
Art piece and animations. Starting the animations or starting.
Oh,
starting. Sorry.
Yeah.
I generally start with an animatic, then oftentimes finish with an animatic. Because that's the part that I enjoy.
Whenever I listen to like a really cool song, I always imagine an animatic in my head. I'm like, oh, this would be so cool.
Yeah, same.
My skill set doesn't meet that requirement, so I'm like, no.
Someday I want to do like start finishing my animations enough that I could join one of those multi-animator projects.
Fair.
Yes.
Feel like you're always doing EP, you want to go back to bed.
Oh yeah, Catcoon. I'm gonna stab it.
Speaking of bed, I should go to bed.
Rest well, Nymphy. Please
It's
make sure you
midnight.
take care of yourself.
How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining.
Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your streams.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful night.
Yep.
Take care. Care you too. Papa.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
You know, I feel like if I had any sort of visual memory, some of these I'd be able to get just like, yep, that's just this character, and draws this character. There we go. But no, I remember a few details. If this is even the correct character, which I'm pretty confident in. And, nothing else?
Colon 3.
How dare you colon 3 at me?
Colon 3's harder.
Screams.
Colon 3's so hard that you can actually tell that I'm using the symbol without actually seeing it. I learned this from you.
Yes, you did.
Understandable.
What's going on? What's understandable?
Oh, just the emote my chat is sending me.
Oh.
Yep.
Ah.
Carrot.
Keep hitting the stitchings in my mouth, and I'm just like, screms.
Oh, just the kind of jolt whenever you do so that you're afraid you messed it up.
Yeah. And it's also
No,
just
that
like,
makes sense.
I hit the end of the stitching, and I'm like, oh, there's something stuck in my mouth, and I take a half a second to process. No, that's just where there's like little string in my mouth.
Oh, it is
Thank you,
completely
Nymphy.
okay. No need to apologize for this, Sphinx. We have extremely opposite stream vibes and setups.
Wait, apologizing for the Sphinx?
They're saying they apologize, but they just love this colorful background on my stream. Oh my god, actually, if you love this background is actually made by a fellow streamer.
Small Stitch Ghost.
I was putting in a shout out. They are a really cool and cursed variety streamer over in the UK who is really fun to watch, and I highly recommend checking them out. They're the one who made the full, like, colorful background for my stream. KSA says, I love in this game that a function is to make my plants grow faster. I pat them and talk to them.
Oh. Right and proper. Forest Guardian vibes.
Runs in the family.
Runs in the family. Not something I expected you to inherit, but...
No. That basil that I planted when I moved in is still growing, by the way, and it's basically outgrown the container.
Yeah, did you plant that before or after the whole Forest Guardian thing?
I don't even remember. This might be pre-Forest Guardian.
I'm going to choose to believe that it's not, and that this is just a result of you planting something while forest guarding.
You'll understand a bubble.
Dumpster Shark, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Make your foxes grow faster, pat them, and talk to them.
That's a good advice.
That could be a fox rule.
Oh, that was way too close for comfort.
Game enemy?
No, I basically made it in time to light my fire when, like, the screen was already dark.
Oh.
I was playing with fire in a more legitimate way than usual.
You do have an expertise in fire.
I do. I used to be a firefighter.
Correct.
For 10 years.
And now you deliver packages like your big sis. Except more directly.
Mail.
I don't actually send the packages out.
I bring them to people and I say, please stop moving around your mailbox. You're not allowed to do that unless you have permission from the post office. I'm begging you, it's in the middle of the road.
I used to hand people their mail directly back when I worked in the QA, because people would just come to the warehouse, be like, where's my package? I'm like, let me see if we can find it.
You know, that thing you're not supposed to do? To them, not you.
Mm-hmm. But they always did anyway, so.
I know how humans can be sometimes.
Cap's taking up a career in delivering fire.
Oh boy, fire! Straight to my doorstep!
Do we have hazelnuts in the US? I'm pretty sure we have hazelnuts in the US.
We do have hazelnuts. The word QA always puts you slightly on edge. That's valid. You know, that's fair.
Go ahead.
I think I have one place on my route that does that. What were you saying?
Just when the stuff came up, I was the person, like I was in charge of the team that had to either fix packages, locate them, like find them in the building. A lot of times it was stuff like, oh, this item has fallen out of its box. Now we had to identify what box it originally came from. Or this box lost a label entirely, kind of thing. Okay, they're still good. Stitching. I sneezed, and it still gives me anxiety.
That's so fair.
Angle set to random. This character didn't have star patterns all over them. Well, they do now.
Good for that character, TBH.
Star patterns across the fur are cool,
They are.
in my opinion.
Eyes meet, you know where this goes. Her keys in.
Put the whole rabbit in my pocket.
Oh, understandable.
Caught in a dream, her skin shines like crystalline.
Maybe you should have submitted the tar version. You know, that's fair, actually.
Wait, what?
I was just reading a comment from the person.
Oh, to make it less recognizable? That could have worked. I don't know.
I didn't even know there was a tar version of this character.
I
wanna
didn't
see
either.
it.
That's why it would have worked. Or it might have worked. Oh. Fox rule number 10,000. To make your foxes grow faster, pat them and talk to them. Fox rules have been updated. Who would ever create a tar version of a character?
Stares at you.
Dreams.
I like setting things on fire.
That's a statement.
Colon 3. Chat, I hope you know this is one of my secrets IRL to growing my plants, is I talk to them and give them little pats to know them, to let them know I am proud of them, and that they helped me, so I want to help them back. Because I tend to grow a lot of edible plants and herbs for cooking.
Been a long time. Like, if this is the character I'm thinking, it's been a long time since I've drawn them, so this may be very inaccurate.
Whoops. Yeah, no. If I ever make this drink, I need to remove the cloves after the first 4 minutes. That was a mistake.
Rush out on an uptown train, doors open, and she walks in, she's soaking, caught in the rain, her skin shines like crystalline.
Wait. I see someone adding nines. Did nine show up? Oh. Hey, hi nines.
Hi, 9.
I'm not looking at chat as much today as normal.
I can do that to guarantee that. That's helpful. Oh, I messed it up. Whoops. Set the tree on fire a little bit.
All right. Let me. Oh, I still gotta do the mouth.
What a good boy.
All right, sis, I am sending you the sketch.
Alright. I will send you the character. Oh, that came out so pretty.
Okay, I had the right idea. I wasn't that close,
So
but I had the right idea.
I very specifically did not mention any of the more aquatic elements until the very end in the hopes of throwing you off some to guarantee that it would be at least a slightly different shape.
I feel like I still got the shape pretty close, actually.
You did, but I've got to do what I can. See,
Yeah.
these are the two colors right here. These are the two I was struggling so hard to differentiate because it's not a ton darker, but it's a completely different saturation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This came out looking so cool, though. It's almost got like hero vibes.
Hero?
Hero. I don't know why, but like hero character who helps people.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
I won't lie. When I started it and you said it was someone shorter, I didn't know that it was going to be this character, so that's not why I went with that general build. But it worked.
It worked perfectly. Now the real question is, do we do another or do we stop here?
We could do another.
Alright,
Also,
let me go-
I'm glad I remembered that there were constellations in the fur. I did not remember that they were like hearts and diamonds rather than stars.
I mean, it still came out cool.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Plus, I've been wanting to do this character for a bit, but I had to hold off on it because of that one stream.
Yeah.
And that's why I was very specifically trying to throw you off some, is because it was already identified once, so I needed to take whatever advantages I could.
Oh, it wasn't until you gave me the tail that I recognized who it was.
That's why I saved that for the last two details. Alright, it looks like this one's a drive file, so let's see.
But yeah, this character is one of the first characters I drew for Vix, if not the first.
Fair. This will likely be the last character I do today. This is going to be a hard one.
Okay, if you need to stop here, that's okay.
I'm okay. I just, because of how some of these files are set up, I've got to kind of redo my thing every single time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, I am gonna take my hourly 5-minute though, because I need to get up
Alright.
and walk.
I'll
will
probably do
be
the
back.
same thing.
Goodbye. Oh, there goes my sword.
Also, hi.
Yeah, whoa. My stream is starting.
Ow.
No. The ouster.
The ouster. Look, sometimes you just do a thing that makes you just go, ow.
Yeah.
Especially after you are still recovering.
Can I force you into the trap? I can. I mean, yay! How did you get back on land? Okay, sharp. No.
All right. New folder. Hey, this will definitely have to be my last one as well. I can feel something up with my stomach.
Fair. You haven't been able to eat a ton lately, so that sadly makes a lot of sense.
Correct.
So we need a lot of refined wood.
Thank you, Cap. I'm glad you liked it. I have not been doing a very good job at keeping up with chat, and I apologize for that.
Just let me know when you are ready.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting on you.
Oh, I was waiting on you. Sorry about that.
We're good at this.
We're so good at this. Alright, so. Quadrupedal canid build. Shorter. Right. I know that's a lot of details in a few words, so let me know when you're ready for the next part. Oh, understand bubble chat.
What is chat doing?
Oh, they're having me bark.
Okay. I'm ready.
Fluffy tail. It's one of those ones that curls upwards, like makes a little curly do. And it looks like there is some ankle fluff on all four paws as well.
Okay.
Painted face with a shorter muzzle, tons of cheek fluff, and a big neck floof main.
Okay.
In the main, they have, I guess I'll describe them as 3 diamond shapes just kind of resting on it.
Vertically, horizontally.
They're kind of the 4-sided ones.
Well,
With
I
the
meant
longer
like
sides pointed up and down.
arrangement of the 3.
Oh, one on each side and then one in the middle.
Okay. All right.
Around that neck floof, there is also a bandana.
Okay.
They
Hold on.
have.
Sorry, that okay was me. I realized that I should not have said that yet. That was me just processing that one.
Fair.
All right, go ahead.
They have ears that stick up and then droop down with little pieces of metal at the tips that almost look like little shovels.
Okay. Like hanging from it, or like covering the tip, or
Kind of covering the tip. Like, they droop down with those pointing towards the character's face, almost. I'm really not sure how else to describe it.
okay.
They've got kind of a squat muzzle with just traditional canid nose, canid mouth. Their eyebrows look to be those same kind of metallic shapes, like the diamonds.
Wait, what was the diamond shape? Eyebrows?
The eyebrows. They look to be the same kind of thing, like metallic, diamondy shapes.
Okay.
Only other clothing they have is they have a pin, and they have a satchel bag.
Where's the pin at? And where's the
It's on the
satchel bag?
bandana.
Okay.
They're just kind of wearing the satchel bag.
On the leg, on the back, on...
It's a little hard to tell without a fitting reference.
Alright, it's going on the back.
Works for me. And all 4 paws have defined claws that are completely out.
Alright. This is good enough for me. If there's any other details, let me know.
I think I got it all. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, chat. And to the person in chat, yes, it is. Okay, I'm glad. I'm trying to find a way to describe things without, like, super defining things, because I feel like that's part of the game. Go away, stop trying to grab my fire. No!
Lost the cheek buff. Do they have any hair in between the ears?
There's like a little fur tuft between the ears. Like the kind of little fur tuft hair that leans down on characters sometimes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Eee. I always enjoy putting those qualities on feral characters. Oh, too little between the ears just feels snaky.
Understandable.
I know I said it a minute ago. Man, this game is brutal.
Neckfloof time.
I like Neckfloof, TBH.
I mean, I could say I do as well, but that might come across as a little biased, and I wouldn't want to seem biased.
We'd never be biased in this chat.
My chat has made a guess, and while I did not process their guess beforehand, I don't think they're wrong.
I'm so curious what your chat is guessing.
You want me to say?
You're fine to say. I won't confirm or deny either way.
Like, I had almost all of this drawn out, so it's impressive to me that it actually does kind of look like it. But they were guessing Rockruff.
I could see it.
Especially with the bandana with the badge on it. It could be a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon character.
Bandana and badge is such a powerful combo for any character, TBH. Like, I know I'm biased with Sylvest, but god, I love bandana and badge combo.
And if it is that, I have my guess as to who.
No, that's fair. I could see it, though.
I'm actually really happy with how much it still kind of looks like it, despite the fact that I didn't even register it until someone said it.
Fair.
So, like, this drawing wasn't influenced by that factor at all. Coloring probably will be, but... Morning, Coffee. Stream's going well.
Coffee.
We're doing describe and draws with Flo.
Hello.
But yeah, this is gonna be my last one because my stomach is throwing a bit of a fit.
Unfortunately, you haven't been able to feed your stomach like you usually can with everything going on.
Yeah.
Always talk to all the plants. D-Day told me it's good too.
Yeah. And Deimos told C-Day it was good too.
Stairs.
What?
Stairs. Surely
What?
you can trust Pandemos.
Why wouldn't C-Day trust Pandemos?
Right?
I feel like I feel like C-Day is a very trusting dragon. Very trusting to those that they've let their guard down around, and a very literal dragon,
Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say.
but very guarded around to everyone else. Because I started saying that, I realized, like, no, C-Day wouldn't be trusting to most people.
Especially as an extension of you.
Mm-hmm. Trust issues? Who would ever have those? It's not like that's something I've talked about on stream many a times.
Interesting. You got Mongolian beef? Good though. Mongolian beef is tasty.
What is Mongolian beef?
I can give you a recipe at some point. It's just a heavily seasoned beef that's cooked at high heat rapidly, so it gets little bits of char and a sauce on it.
Okay.
Very tasty.
Because I haven't been able to eat properly the past few days, I'm very craving something like burgers or something.
No, that makes perfect sense, especially with the teeth that are specifically healing.
And like, I probably can't eat them now. I'd need to cut them up first, but like, I want to go out and get a burger.
That's so fair.
We finally got they finally replaced our dishwasher. We finally have a dishwasher. And I ran it this morning, and I'm just like, oh my god, there's so much space in here. I can fit so many things in here.
Isn't it magical? Because that's how I felt when I moved in with Tango. And
like,
I was used to... What was that?
Those of you that have always had a dishwasher, don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted, please.
You imagine C-Day and Pandemos in one of those relationships where outside observers can't figure out how they possibly get along? Oh, very much. That is exactly how I see it as well, because Pandemos is very loud and impulsive, and C-Day is very reserved and, like, I don't want to say shy, but just... No, they are anxious. Even if they don't show it.
C-Day is one of my favorite anxiety beasts. I would offer to let C-Day lean on me, but that didn't go well last time.
Well, C-Day is bigger than the universe, so...
I am not very big.
It's a lot of weight to carry on your shoulders.
Worth it for C-Day.
And a lot of strain to put on your back.
Everybody in chat, I say this often. Take care of your back, please. I'm begging you.
Agreed. As someone who is no longer allowed to lift anything anymore and has had that part of themselves stripped away, take care of your back.
A back injury is not something that you just rest for a while and it will heal. It can affect you for the rest of your life. I'm begging you. Please use proper caution.
And it seems like that is where I am at.
I am so sorry, sis. Also stretch your hands.
Yes. Oh, I just realized I gotta... think Screams.
Screams a little?
Yeah, heckin' Screams.
Why are we screaming?
I think I think I just realized that I have 2 different appointments at just about the same time.
Oh.
And I need to fix that.
You take care of your ailments immediately? Proud of you. Self-care can be hard, so I'm proud of you for doing so.
I am gonna go grab some medication for my stomach real quick. I'll be right back.
I believe in you.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Stir.
You have scoliosis? I'm so sorry, Coffee. Yeah, I can't even blame genetics or anything on mine. I messed up at work twice. I've got 2 damaged discs.
But you're taking care of them now, and you tried your hardest to take care of them. You
I
spent
tried.
a long time trying so very hard, but your job was brutal, and sadly, when a job is that brutal, sometimes that kind of stuff happens.
I should not have been able to, like, I don't think I was taking as good of care of it as I should have, because, like, well, the fact I was doing that job at all, I should not have been able to last 5 years doing that. That's heckin' impressive, like, heckin' a miracle that I did.
Yeah.
That back should have been blown out years prior because I was lifting like 100-pound packages when I wasn't supposed to lift more than like 40 at that point. I just was never told that.
I'm still a little peeved at that doctor, TBH.
Tall people have
Sadly.
higher chance of back issues, so some genetics. Oh, fair.
Yeah.
2 discs are bad, yeah, and it's 2 of the discs right at the base of the spine as well. One of them
Lumbar.
completely ruptured and needed back surgery. The other one is just herniated but not ruptured. The spinal specialist was not pleased when they saw my MRIs.
I'm still more than a little peeved at your old doctor for being like, oh yeah, you can work like that. I kind of blame them for the fact that it got as bad as it did, admittedly.
Well, they vaguely told me, it's like, make sure you're careful lifting. It happened once, it can happen more easily again. Which, yeah, fair. But they didn't tell me, like, they just told me to be careful lifting, not that I couldn't lift things. And it wasn't even the same disc that broke. What was that, though?
They needed to tell you you shouldn't lift. That was part of their duty. And it may be a different disc that broke, But to note, when one disc ruptures, it actually puts strain on the surrounding disc to compensate for it. So the fact that they're so nearby makes sense, and by them not taking care of that, they directly put you in danger.
Yeah,
At
I
least
think
in my eyes.
I think the bronchitis and me not having the strength to properly lift things at the time definitely contributed as well. But I was so terrified of them firing me for good that again. Like, I got my job back the one time, which was because of bronchitis. I didn't want them to think I wasn't going to, like, I wasn't worth giving that second chance.
Yeah, they put you in a really hard position, unfortunately.
Well, can I make one complaint about that old doctor? Or that first doctor?
Yes.
Like, the current time, they had me in weeks of physical therapy. Like, 2 or 3 months of going 2 to 3 times a week. The first doctor was basically, they went straight to surgery because it was affecting my leg. And afterwards he said, yeah, we're going to set you up with an appointment to physical therapy to tell you what to do after. And then never did. I tried following up about it. I tried calling. I tried checking with workers' comp. I got nothing. So I never even got the instructions on how to prevent it from happening again.
And those were their duties to let you know. It's the most frustrating part. That is their part of the job.
So now I am, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm 6'4", built quite large, and look like I can just pick up a 100-pound package and toss it. Because strength-wise, I can. I could probably do around 80 now. It's been a while. But I'm not allowed to lift more than 30 pounds. So everyone sees me and just, like, not only do I look like I can lift anything, I have a history and a reputation within the company for being able to lift anything or do any job.
But you're no longer allowed to.
Correct. So it's just like, I get so many looks when I tell people I can't. Makes me feel so lazy. Like I'm just coming up with excuses.
Which doesn't help with your already existing imposter syndrome about such things.
Uh-huh. But like, I'm not even allowed, like, my official, on the record, permanent work restrictions include the restriction of not being allowed to bend more than 6 times per hour. Apparently my back is just that bad. Rest my eyes. Thank you, Floppy Snow. Eyes been rested. Thank you for the lurk. But yeah, just teching screms. Anyway, time for color.
Time for color?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the colors you have to work with are a stony gray.
A stony gray. I will pretend to know what that means.
I guess kind of a granite gray?
I will pretend to know what that means. Just go on to the next one, sis.
A darker gray.
Is that in addition to the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see, that gray, that gray, that gray, that gray. A silver.
So gray but shiny.
Not even necessarily shiny, just like lighter gray.
Okay.
And like, I guess a brownish cream color.
Go ahead.
Then just a very plain blue, and then one blue lighter than that.
One blue lighter, you said?
Yep. So like a blue, and then a lighter tone of that.
Thank you.
Then there is gold
There's more.
and pink. And also kind of a leather brown. And then a darker leather brown. And I think that's all.
There's more colors than I expected.
Yeah. Yee. I'm curious to see what you do with them all.
I wanted to go out into space and live there forever among the stars.
Sorry, I had to make a guess and send it to my my stream.
Fair.
Hey sis, I forgot to close one of the lines.
Screams a little.
Screams a lot.
Understandable. I am so curious, honestly.
So curious what my guess is?
I mean, you're welcome to say what the guess is. I'm just curious to see what your end looks like because I gave you a lot of stuff to work with.
I am guessing this is Sada's shiny Rockruff. Which is, if it...
Oh, I was thinking aloud to myself because I always try and remember what the shinies look like, and I don't think I've ever seen a shiny Rockruff. I think they're blue?
B.
No.
which suddenly makes me much more hesitant. Thinking in your uncertainty in that statement. I know there's also just like a gray one that I think belongs to Abby.
I just came to the realization I don't think I know any of Seda or Abby's characters besides like the couple that I've been shown on streams and stuff.
I already went in with this coloration. This is what I'm sticking with. And I only know of them because I've seen them like show up on the stream a couple times.
No, that makes sense.
I also don't know Rockruff's fur pattern in the slightest. So this is just a shot in the dark.
Does Rockruff have a fur pattern?
I don't know. I don't play Pokemon.
Rockruff. 1 second. Oh, okay.
I don't play Pokemon.
No. All I know is I once played a playthrough of Sun and Moon where I was like, I'm gonna have a Rockruff as my starter. And I went in and I was so excited, and I was that day old when I realized that Rockruff has one of the lowest stat totals in all of Pokemon.
You even have Rockruff as a starter?
No, but you can get them super early on, so it was just like catch it and box the main starter.
And wait, it has one of what was that?
The lowest stat totals of like all Pokemon.
Really?
It is horrifyingly low.
Oh.
Like I'm used to doing silly. What was that?
Does Lycanroc also have such a low stat?
No, Lycanroc is pretty normal. Ooh. What is this? Why is there so many dead people? Can I help you?
I remember liking Midnight Lycanroc both because that's the one I had in my game because I had gotten both and Mal wanted to play Sun, so I was like, yeah, just you can borrow my Sun copy. When you get your own, just give it back to me. But it took Mal a while, so I just ended up playing through Moon. So I got the pretty bat. But it means I also had the Midnight Lycanroc. And I ended up just liking the Midnight Lycanroc simply because everyone was hating on it.
Yeah, that's actually why I came to really love Midnight Lycanroc. So I originally loved Midday as my favorite. Me and that old friend that I got into Don't Starve because of had a oh, come on, brain. We had a duo of characters that was Sol and Luna.
Okay. My feelings on Rockruff, what Rockruff, or not Rockruff, Midnight Lycanroc nowadays just seems to be most commonly, from what I've seen, just seen as a most popular in like treating it as a werewolf TF thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like not really my vibe, but if they enjoy it, they enjoy it.
I have one character who's half Rockruff. She can either turn between the two, but she's done it so many times that both of her forms are kind of muddled between human and not, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. She did it by choice, and it wasn't like a werewolf thing, but I've kind of moved past the... I like Tiaf on occasion, but I'm starting to have a greater soft spot for characters that just are like that. Hi there. I'd appreciate if you didn't bite my tail.
Oh, understood. Stop biting your tail.
My butt is not for biting.
I'll pass that message along to Runry.
Paws are fine to bite. Please don't bite my butt.
This isn't going to look like Rockruff at all, is it?
What was that?
So this isn't going to look like a Rockruff whatsoever, is it?
Should it?
I don't know. That's my assumption.
You know, that's fair. I apologize that I have to play such an evil devil's advocate at all times.
You are fine. I am so inexperienced at Pokemon, but once someone pointed out Rockruff, I looked at the line art. I was just like, oh, that does look like Rockruff. Because, like, I originally had the ears facing outwards until you said pointed towards the face.
Mm-hmm.
And that change definitely made it look much more Rockruff. I also remember liking like the Twilight form when it came out, but people jumped on that so quick that I'm just like, I'm just gonna scooch over here.
See, I actually never cared for the Dusk form at all.
Fair. I think I started liking it because I still like quadrupedal Pokemon, and the standard one had been kind of ruined for me.
No, that makes sense.
Day form had been kind of ruined, but then the Twilight form also got people got so obsessive over it that I'm just like, I will back away.
Yeah. Hi, Tato. Thank you for the follow and welcome into the dog bed dungeon. Everything is fine. I am not being chased by things trying to kill me, and I definitely am really good at describing characters. Thank you for the follow. Please feel free to pull up a dog bed and welcome in.
You are good at describing characters.
What was that?
I said you are good at describing characters.
Well, I say everything incorrect for the intro.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I said it backwards. I'm doing so good right now. Why am I dying?
Because you're doing so good. That's how that works, right?
Yee. And thank you. Although, my fauna is actually not a pinniped anymore. Yeah, my fauna is actually a witch's familiar. I should show you her sometime.
It's not a, what was it that you said? Pinniped?
Pinniped or Pinnipal. That's like, Come on, brain. You work sometimes. That feels, yeah. Oh, it's about to get dark so fast. My buns are toasted. My butt is in danger.
Well, this is the pink that I have, so this is the pink that you get for a tongue. This is probably going to be one of the least accurate ones, I'm going to be honest. We've had a good run, but... Hold on. Just looking at this, I need to add something.
Are you just gonna keep attacking me? I went the night without attacking back. You should be docile. Fine. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Putinvrith15242, and welcome into the dog bed dungeon. Everything here is going fantastic. No, stop killing my dogs. I need those.
Sorry, that was just such very good timing. Everything's fantastic. Please stop killing my dogs.
Literally, they're my friends. They killed one of my dogs.
No.
Blue is still good, though. Here, Blue.
D-Day says that's not allowed.
Right? Blue gets a potato. Please eat the potato. Eat the potato! Crying and
All
weeping,
right.
my dog won't eat my potato.
About to send you the sketch.
My body is ready. I'll send you my end.
You just give me 1 second to fix something.
Alrighty. Let me pull up my OBS so I can put the finished one on my end too.
That's flipped. Let's unflip it. Okay. Yeah, this wasn't the blue one.
I apologize. It's my job to play devil's advocate.
Well,
I
no,
feel bad being tricky.
I intentionally did not give in to your thing. Because I had originally colored it blue, but when you were saying that, I'm just like... Wait, does that mean this isn't the blue one? Oh, well, I've already committed to this coloration.
You know, fair.
I was doing my best to not be influenced by what you were saying. Because it feels like, I don't know, it's part of... It would have been a little bit against the spirit if I had.
Yeah, it is sadly part of the game for me to try and be confusing. At least I think it is, right?
I could also just be misremembering and neither of them have an actual, like, silver, or an actual blue one.
That's so fair, though.
I could have sworn that there was a just blue Lycanroc. There's people in dog beds. How dare, how dare. Okay, but in my defense, I didn't have a dog bed before I realized I was trans.
You know, I didn't have a dog bed before I realized I was trans either, to be fair. My giant human-sized dog bed is relatively newish. I love my dog bed, though. Giant human-sized dog beds are so good.
Blue, shiny is blue. E.
Yee! It came out pretty good.
Oh well, I tried.
Ow.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And sometimes the monsters in Don't Starve Together beat you up.
And that makes me sad. Hammer.
Anyway, Zeta, here you go. One alt color of your Rockruff. I fully expect you to stick with this tongue color from now on.
Gives you a thumbs up. Wait. Holds my paw towards you in a general direction.
But I still stand by the fact that that is impressively close to a Lycanroc, considering I wasn't attempting to draw a Lycanroc, so you did a really good job at describing it.
I tried so hard with describing that thing. Like, I was zoomed in, trying to find every detail without saying, it's a Rockruff.
Or, yeah,
Because-
Rockruff, not Lycanroc.
It feels against the spirit to just give you the species, unless it's something like, oh, a fox.
You want to know the sad part? If you had just told me Rockruff, I would not have been able to draw it.
Yeah, but then you would have had biases towards the shape, even
Probably.
if you didn't know exactly what it looks like, so I'm actually really, really happy that my vague descriptions of everything actually ended up creating basically a Rockruff.
Yeah, like I said, you clarifying on the ears a bit more definitely helped. I did not understand what you meant by looked like shovels though, so I just tipped the ears in silver.
Does it make sense now, though?
Yeah.
Put on a kitchen mitt with the thumb pointing upwards? That's such a good idea. I need to get Art of Angel doing that.
Theta. I'm sending this off to you. Thank you again for the support.
Yeah, thank you for stopping by too.
Yeah, you mentioned a badge, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not going to get any more details than that on the badge, am I?
No, because I feel like giving more details on the badge would have been more likely to give you character trait, like a character that you know.
You have too much faith in me.
Of course I do. You're my sister.
It would not have given me any advice.
That's fair.
But I think, yeah, because like, okay, gold. Where did I put gold? Shiny Lucky Rock, shiny Rockruff has blue fur. It would make sense for it to have gold eyes. Let's give it gold eyes. I don't know what color Shiny Rockruff's eyes are supposed to be. Alright, save canvas. That is going to be it for today, though.
Yeah,
because,
we're both tired.
And my stomach is not agreeing with me.
Alright, everybody, thank you for joining us.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.
See you online. As we close out, everybody, please take care of yourselves. Get some food, get some water, do a stretch.
Hey sis, you know who I'm raiding?
Who are you raiding?
Reynard.
Good. I was checking to see if Renard was online. To anybody that does not know, Renard is not only a cherished member of the community, but is also someone who started streaming recently, so please go check them out and give him some love. He is super friendly, super kind, and insanely silly. And please remember, as we are raiding out, if you're in my end of things, we are raiding in from the Dogbed Dungeon.
And if you're from my end of things, well, we don't have a singular raid message. Everyone types in the command Foxrule. You get your own unique raid message there. Copy that to your clipboard and we'll paste it into Reynard's chat when we get there. God, I felt like a newscaster passing it off to another newscaster.
It did! Weirdly delightful in its own kind of way.
I gotta wait for my timer to go down. I want to just hit raid now. Everyone, please make sure that you take care of yourself. Treat yourself well. Get some rest, get some food. Thank you for joining today. I hope you had fun. Thank you for visiting my sister as well.
Whoa.
Do you have anything else you need to say, sis?
Bark bark.
Oh, understandable. 10 seconds.
Yay. Well, let me know right as you do, because I'm a little behind.
Okay, now.